Hello, my name is Liese and welcome to the Spoonie Streamer, a web series where we look at games and how to tackle them as complete beginners. Lesson 1. The absolute basics. So I'm going to assume at this point that you have bought yourself a Minecraft account and that you've downloaded it. So once you press play, you should come up with this screen. This screen shows you various things. There is single player. There is multiplayer, which allows you to play with other people, obviously. And then there's Minecraft Realms. At this point, we're going to look at single player. So if you click on single player, you will come up to select world. Now, the worlds will be blank for you. I have already created one, but I'm going to quickly delete it. And we're going to start from fresh. So you should come up with this screen, which will say select world, and there won't be anything there. So you will go down to create new world, click on it, delete what's there, unless you want to call it new world, obviously, and give it a title. So we are going to call it Spoonieland. The next thing that you need to do is you need to decide what game mode you're going to play in. The normal game mode that everyone plays in really is survival. It gives you a chance to mine, it gives you a chance to craft, gain levels, and it makes it a much more interesting experience. However, if you've tried this on survival and you've worked through this with me, and you decide that the enemy is just not for you and you don't want things to attack you, then you would go way past hardcore and you would go straight to creative. We're not even going to look at hardcore at this point because I'm going to assume that if you're looking at this absolute basics for Minecraft, you're totally not going to need hardcore. So we're going to first of all look at survival. And there is a way to make survival much easier for yourself in the beginning, but we'll go for survival. So make sure that game mode survival is checked, that you've got the world name that you want, and then you go down to create new world and give it a click. So really the first thing that you need to realise about Minecraft, if you've never played it before, is that it is made up of blocks. They are single blocks and everything is measured in blocks. So if something says that it's 3 blocks high, for instance, that means it's 3 of the things that you can drop high. You're going to have to learn how to survive. That is the first thing really that you're going to have to do. But more than that, you're going to need to know how to move. And as I said, we are going from the absolute basics because I had never played anything like this before and had no idea. So the first thing that you need to know is in the day, when it isn't covered in trees and you've got a nice blue sky above you and you can see the sky and everything's lovely and it's all very daylight, there are going to be no enemies. No enemies are going to suddenly appear during the day. However, the best thing to do at this point, whilst you are learning on survival mode, is to change the game mode. So what you need to do is you need to press escape and you need to go to options. And you'll see up at the top, you've got the difficulty. And it's currently on difficulty normal. And there are various options. There's hard, which again, we're not even going to begin to look at. There's peaceful and there's easy. So what we're going to look at is peaceful. And in peaceful mode, you are going to retain daylight. It's always going to be daylight for you, which means that it's going to be much easier and you're not going to get attacked, which means that you're not going to lose your inventory and everything that you have worked so hard to get to start with. So I would really suggest that if this is your first time, click it on peaceful, and that's probably the best way to play. So once you've done that, click done and go back to your game. So you basically need to learn how to move around in Minecraft. So to move forward, you're going to use your keyboard. To look around, use your mouse and you just move it around like this. To move forward, you press W. Back is S. Left is A and right is D. If you would like to jump, you press space. You can obviously combine these together. So for instance, you run forward with W and press space whilst holding it, and that will jump you over these blocks, like so. If you need to attack something, you click your left mouse button. So watch my arm. You can see it moving. So if I was holding something, I would be attacking with it. If I wanted to place an item, I would be using my right button. But at the moment, I don't have actually anything in my inventory. That's the very next thing that you really need to know, is how to access your inventory. To access your inventory, you press E, and that will take you to your inventory. You'll see an image of yourself. You'll see where you can put various pieces of armor, and you'll see various spots that will become filled with inventory items. This row at the bottom is called your heads up display, and these are the items that you're going to use most often. If you press E again, you'll come out of your inventory. So things that you need to watch out for the most are the heads up display, which is this thing at the bottom, which has got 9 little squares. To scroll through these items, use the scroll button on your mouse. So if I scroll down, you'll notice that the square goes up. And if I scroll up, you'll notice that the little highlight square goes down. You also have hearts, which will be taken off as things attack you. And you also have little sort of drumsticks, which indicates your food level. On peaceful, this isn't something that we're going to have to worry about, but it is something that we're going to look at later. So that should be all that you need to know for your absolute first moment playing Minecraft. Put it on peaceful to start with to make sure that you're going to be okay to learn, and just learn the controls. Move around a bit so you can work forward using space. You can go backwards, jump, move left, move right and left, and so on. And just move around your world on peaceful mode and get used to the kind of what you can see. And notice the squares, these are the blocks. And we're going to be talking about what this all means on a later episode. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope that you enjoy your adventures in Minecraft. The next episode, we're going to be looking at planning your very first night in survival mode.